I slept so badly last night. I just want to crawl back in bed so bad. Like, that was maybe the worst I've ever slept before in my whole life. That's probably not really true, but it was a really bad one, okay? I really need to get my eyebrows done. Hey everybody, welcome back. This is gonna be a good old-fashioned work week in my life vlog that I promise gets more positive as it goes on. If you're new here, hi, my name is Hannah and I live in New York City with my husband Ross and our cat Rory. I work a hybrid 9-to-5 in arts marketing and I'm also a musician, and this week you're gonna get to see some of all of that. I'm working from home, I'm going to the office, and I'm also going to rehearsals in the evenings for an upcoming production of The Wizard of Oz that I'm going to be playing in the pit orchestra for. If all of that sounds interesting to you, please stick around. This weather is not letting up. It is so gross out. It is right after 1 right now, and I left my lunch at home by accident this morning. I didn't want to leave the building again, but now I'm going out to get something to eat because I'm a mess today. I am finally home, and I am so thrilled that we are now at the point in the year where it is still daylight outside when I'm getting home, and I'm also thrilled that it finally stopped raining. I guess probably around 5. It rained all day long, and that's about the only positives I have today. I'm sorry to be starting the vlog off on such a negative note. I'm sure the week will improve, but just sleeping so badly last night and then the weather today, I think just really impacted the day overall, and then just like a bunch of little annoying things kept popping up too, like forgetting my lunch, and apparently there are now holes in the soles of both of the boots that I wore today because my socks were wet all day. I guess one positive there is that I do keep a space heater at work, so I was able to point it at my feet and dry them more quickly than if I didn't have the space heater. I need to get up off the couch now though, because I still have some things to do this evening. I need to practice music because I have a first rehearsal tomorrow. I'm going to be playing in a production of The Wizard of Oz in the pit orchestra. I'm playing the Read 2 book, which is for clarinet, flute, and tenor saxophone. So that's exciting. It's really, really fun music, but I want to practice a little bit this evening, and then is that it? Is that all I have to do? Oh, I want to do my nails, but TBD on if I'm actually going to do that tonight or not. For now though, I want to throw you back in time to yesterday because I'm going to have some dinner and I'm gonna have some leftover shepherd's pie. Okay, that's the kind of day I had. It really just took me a good 10 seconds to think of shepherd's pie. I made a shepherd's pie yesterday for the first time ever, and I don't love to cook, so it's pretty rare that I just pick out a new recipe and make it, and it's even more rare that when I do that, it turns out really delicious. I did film myself making that yesterday because I knew that I was gonna want to document myself actually learning to cook something. So roll the tape. I'm not even gonna try to go through this recipe step by step, but I will link it in the description. I made a few alterations, but not many. I just used garlic powder instead of minced garlic and thyme powder instead of leaves because that's what I had on hand. And I omitted the carrots because Ross is allergic, and the rosemary because I just didn't have any. I also only used the meat portion of the recipe and ignored the potato part because I used a tub of the Bob Evans pre-made mashed potatoes instead. Are they as good as homemade? Not quite. Are they pretty close though? Yes, they are, and it really cut down on the amount of time that I had to spend in the kitchen, which I love. I was honestly thrilled at how this turned out. It was just as good as shepherd's pies that I've had in restaurants before, and it was really easy, so I will definitely be making this again. morning, everybody, or afternoon, or whatever time it is right now. I'm really not sure. Today feels so busy. Like, I'm almost wondering if I chose too busy of a week to even be vlogging, because when you're so busy, it can be hard to remember to film or to even have time to film. But here we are. I got up this morning. I got up really early and I did my fingernails, and then Ross left for work. I got a practice session in and started my work day, and work has been very busy and I want to practice again, but I don't know if I'm really gonna have time to. And then I have my first Wizard of Oz rehearsal this evening, and Maggie is here. If you're newer and you don't know who Maggie is, she is a little dog that lives nearby that I dog sit during the week sometimes when her people are out and about. So I need to take her outside, I need to eat, I need to pack up all of my instruments, which takes more time than you would think. Look at her right back there. Just look at her. Oh. Also, it is a disaster in here. When Ross and I are both really busy at the same time, as we are right now, he is in tech for a show, so he's been at work like 14 hours a day recently, and it's just a disaster in here because neither of us have had time to clean. I'm feeling a little chaotic. Tomorrow should be less busy, I think, so that's good. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to work, I think, and eat something. I need to eat something. Oh, as you might be able to tell though, it is a much better day than yesterday because it is beautiful and sunny and supposed to be like 55 degrees out today. So that already makes it a better day than yesterday. Things are looking up. That was a really fun rehearsal. It's such a big orchestra for theater. There are like 18 of us, which for theater is very, very large. Everybody sounds great. Everything came together wonderfully. Toto was there, as in like the dog from The Wizard of Oz. There was a dog there, which, like, cherry on top of a great night. We were also able to leave instruments there. I'm taking my clarinet and flute, but I left my tenor saxophone, and I feel a million times lighter than the walk up here. It doesn't matter how long I've been playing or how many times I've done this. I always get a little nervous for a first rehearsal. Not even a first show, it's always the first rehearsal that makes me nervous, and I just feel really good about that. And it's warm outside. What a night. Today was so much better than yesterday. Morning. We thankfully have another pretty sunny day, so I'm gonna go out for a quick morning run before getting my day going. Okay, I feel like I look pretty sweaty, but I don't look near as sweaty as I feel. That was an interval run that I just did, and that's when like you do short bursts really, really quickly to work on speed. So I was doing like a few minutes at my 10K pace and then shifting into my mile pace, and a few minutes at my 5K pace and then shifting into my mile pace. And the very last one was shifting from mile pace to best pace, which essentially means as fast as you can possibly go. I'm tired now, but it's only the beginning of the day, so I can't be tired now. I gotta go shower and get to work. I'm currently training for my first half marathon, by the way, if you haven't seen any of my past videos where I've talked about that. But before half marathon training, I had never really done intentional speed runs like this. Like, I don't know, I'd had some runs where I'd try to go faster than usual, but not with near as much structure as I am now. I'm doing like 2 speed runs a week following the Nike Run Club plan. So there's a coach in my ear like telling me what to do, and it's really, really helping me to get faster and stronger, I think. So yeah, I'm feeling good about half marathon training. I'm gonna go shower now. I am tired today, and I don't really know why. I slept really well last night, but I'm just like drowsy. But I was just practicing a little bit over lunch because I have another rehearsal tonight. Last night was an orchestra rehearsal for Act 1, and tonight is rehearsal for Act 2 with just the orchestra again, and then Friday we're coming together with the actors for the first time. So I was just running through some tricky bits in Act 2, and I was taking some video with this guy, and I realized that last night I said I'm leaving my tenor sax at the theater, and I did in fact leave it at the theater. So what's this? This is mine. And the one that I left at the theater is in fact a rental. The reason is this guy is just not in any shape to be playing a show right now. He is very old and he really needs some help from a repair person. So I got a rental, but this is coming in very handy for being able to practice here while leaving the heavy saxophone at the theater. So I actually got this saxophone from a friend completely for free, which is so nice of him. He played tenor saxophone through high school and had just had this sitting in his closet collecting dust for years, and one day was like, do you want this? And I was like, of course, thank you. But I really have been putting off taking it to a repair person to see if, for one, it's even worth repairing. Repairs can be really, really expensive, and this is, you know, a student level horn that hasn't had any work done in years, so it might not be worth repairing, but I need to stop dragging my feet on taking it in to see. Let's go to rehearsal. rehearsal's over. That one also went really well. It's just a really nice, talented group of people, and I love the Wizard of Oz, so it's just been really fun. But I'm so excited right now because I am headed to Sweet Green to get a Harvest Bowl, and I've been craving a Sweet Green Harvest Bowl for weeks. Why haven't I gotten one until now? I don't know, but I'm gonna get it now, and I'm really excited. I'm never good at this whole talk to the camera while doing my makeup thing, but we're gonna try it again. Good morning. It is Thursday morning. I'm getting ready to go to the office, and I just wanted to talk about a sleep tip that I read earlier this week that I think has changed my life. Like, it's only been a few days, but I think it's changed my life. And okay, let me back up. Let me go back in time a little bit. I have always had issues with sleep. Like, ever since I was a kid, I've had issues with sleep. It was especially bad when I was a teenager and in college. And then eventually, it was after I moved to New York. I can remember, like, when we moved into our last apartment, the one with all the windows, you know, the one. That was when I noticed, like, a big turnaround in how I was sleeping. Like, I think the studio apartment that we lived in before that, in particular, just, like, really destroyed my sleep. Like, not having that space separation was a problem. I slept maybe the worst I ever have in my life in that studio apartment. But anyway, for at least the past, like, 4 years or so, my sleep has been so much better than it's ever been in my life. And now I tend to only have sleep problems when I'm really stressed out, or, like, you know, just occasionally, randomly as well, but like any normal person. So I've been a little stressed recently. Everything's fine, you know, it's all good, but I've just been a little bit stressed, and I've been having trouble sleeping for the past week or so. If you'll remember, on Monday morning, I was so tired because I didn't sleep well the night before. And on that night, Sunday night, I got so stressed out trying to fall asleep that I got on my phone and Googled, like, how to go to sleep. And since this is something that I've struggled with forever and ever and ever, I know all of the tips, all the stuff you're supposed to do. Turning the electronics off, drinking sleepy time tea, like making sure the room's dark and cold, you know, all the tips. And I know which ones work for me and which ones don't really. But for me, it seems like the issue is not, like, being on my phone up until bedtime, or, I was gonna say, or bright light. Actually, I think it is bright light. I usually turn the lights off at, like, 9 o'clock, even if I'm not going to bed until midnight, and that does help. So scratch that one. But it's not, like, an issue of my body not being ready to shut down because it's seen too much light or been too active. Or, you know, I don't think so. I'm not an expert. The issue doesn't seem to be my body. Like, I'm laying there dead tired. It seems to be my mind. My mind just goes and goes and goes and goes, and it will not shut off. So I'm reading on Google, and I'm frustrated because it just keeps saying stuff that, you know, it's too late to do. Like, get off your phone. Well, I'm on it right now in the bed, so drink sleepy time tea. I'm not getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning and making tea, you know? I just wanted some sort of simple trick that I could do right there, and I ended up on this Reddit thread, and it was like, when I have trouble going to sleep because of racing thoughts, and I'm like, oh, that's me, I think about a grocery store and go through the alphabet saying 3 things from each letter that I can get from the grocery store. So, like, avocado, apple, something else that starts with an A. That has saved me all week long. I have only made it, because each night I start back at the letter I left off with, and I have only made it to G. It works that quickly. It's like it requires, I'm not doing my makeup. It's like it requires just exactly the amount of mental stimulation that I need to turn my brain off, but not so much that it's keeping me awake. And it's been so life-changing for me that I had to share it on here. But I'm gonna go finish my makeup because I'm not doing a good job multitasking. And then I went to the office for the day and had a lot of meetings and lunch with a coworker, so I didn't get a chance to speak to y'all until the end of the day, but I got some really nice footage of the city looking pretty on a bright, sunny day, so here's that. Work day is ended. I'm back in Brooklyn on my way to teach a piano lesson, and I'm running a little bit late, but not too bad. I can't believe that I'm walking home from teaching a piano lesson after a whole day at the office right now, and it's still daylight. I'm just so excited for brighter, warmer weather. This is incredible. It's 7:30. It's 7:30 p.m. Like, I just got home and I meant to talk to the camera before getting all undone. And then I just came in absolutely possessed to be out of those clothes that I was wearing all day. And then remembered that I never talked to the camera, so here we are. And I look nice today too. Anyway, that's okay. I tried to have a whole chat with you guys on the walk home, and then I listened to it back and all you could hear was wind. So there's that. I know we didn't really talk a lot today, but I just was at the office all day and had several meetings, and there were a bunch of people there today, and I got lunch with a coworker, so there just wasn't a ton of talking to the camera time available to me. But now I'm home. It's dark now, unfortunately, but that's okay because it's after 8 o'clock. It's supposed to be. But I think I'm actually going to end this vlog here. I would normally go through Friday in a work week vlog, but honestly, I'm going back to the office tomorrow and I have another rehearsal tomorrow night. So it's the same stuff that you've been seeing all week. So I just feel like it's not really necessary. So I'm just gonna end the vlog here, but I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up for me. It's really, really helpful with getting the YouTube algorithm to push my videos out to more and more people. So I would really appreciate it if you could do that, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.